Well, we'll try it this way then. See how this one works. Sub to your channel. Hey, Ray. I thought you already subbed to my channel. Oh, goodness sakes. We'll try it this way. I got two other ways of showing things, but hopefully I had to retrieve back to my old site, and hopefully you can hear me now. Nice, we got sound, yeah. But on my other one, I had sound, but it wasn't connecting onto that page I was using. You know, things just don't work. Because I'm trying to do my green screen, but I can't get nobody to come on. Right now, I just sent out some links, so we'll see how that works out. But yeah, hope you all are having a good day. What is this? You dumped? Well, no. I just couldn't have. I'm trying to find how I can invite guests on my green screen, and like Richard, I just had to use my Hangout here to invite him. I think Richard's doing something right now, so I'm just waiting for him to come on out. But it's all good. Yeah, I figured out how to work it, but I haven't figured out how to invite people on my green screen as a guest. I thought the black expat. Well, he did help me, but he didn't send me any more information on that. You know, people are always busy, so I understand that part. So I'm just trying to go on YouTube and see what kind of information I'm getting, but I haven't gotten any information on that part yet. But you know, it will come out. I hope you guys are all having fun. Boy, it snowed for the last 2 days coming out of Virginia and Pennsylvania area, and boy, snow. Yesterday's supposed to have been the first day of springtime, and you know it doesn't feel like don't feel like spring. What's up today? We're just out doing a feeler. Seth, I talked to Seth earlier today, and he wanted me to go on do a live show at 8 o'clock this morning, my time, but I was already up doing something else. And right now I'm free. So just out hanging out right now. Cold outside. Snow's already melting away, but yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we got it yesterday and last night. We got snow. Not very pleased, not very happy with the snow wise, but it is what it is. Global warming, right? Yeah. We just warmed up the sports. 50, yeah. I think it's still pretty cold out right now. Find out in a moment. Hang out. Yeah, we got 40 degrees right now. 40 ain't climbing, but still pretty crappy out weather-wise. But yeah. How are you guys doing? What's going on, Dan? Oh, no snow in the Philippines? Yeah. No snow at all. Hey, Jimmy. Ed, hey, Ed. Popeye was, uh-oh. Okay, people are always trying to call me. Oh, what? Popeye was getting off on Ren today. Poor Popeye, he's trying to make a name for himself, I guess. I don't follow what nobody's doing. People go text me and leave a message on my Facebook, but yeah, I'm trying to stay with the positive people. I ain't gonna listen to negative people. So whatever people have to say, if it's not positive, it's like a waste of my time. Because negativity is like an anchor, and it just drags you down. I'd rather hang out with positive people. I don't want to be a bottom feeder. I guess Frank is still upset. I'm getting messages on over here. China, we got, yeah. People are cleaning up from snow. Black expat. How you doing, Jay? Oh, Sentai 7. Hey, buddy. What kind of bull? I don't know, bud. We're trying to stay away from the bull. Except my bull. My bull is good, of course, but I'm trying to stay away from other people's bull. That kind of, trying to hang out with good positive people. I like Jay. His show is pretty good. He has interesting guests on. That's what counts, These people like I said, these people that are bottom feeders, leechers, crap. Yeah. These kind of people, those people are they're not healthy. So I'd rather just hang out with good positive people. When you hang out with good positive people, then you get good vibes and things go good. But boy, when you start hanging out with negative people, then that's what you expect. And yeah, that stuff is just crap. Oh, it talks like kinda. Well, it does take all kinds. Oh, just Popeye has not been to the Philippines. Yeah, it's been a while. Let me turn this off. There we go. I feel like I haven't been to the Philippines for a while, and I left 2014, and that feels like a long time. So yeah. Uh, he's all mouth. Yeah. But yeah, it's good to see people trying. I mean, Santa 7, he tries. Jay tries. I guess Bama tries, but Bama got upset last night. Yeah, Bama got upset last night. He sent me a message on my Facebook and saying that I shouldn't have John Doe on my channel. John Doe, he means well. I think he he just has an odd way of presenting things. Well, I made it back a sound, but I don't know why my computer, my network is kind of moody. So with it acting moody, it's hard to iron that out. So you gotta start going backwards until you can get it right, and then come back going forwards. Hey, Kev, after you go get hit with the bolo, how long will it take for you to get back to Guam? Um, okay. How long would it take for you to to get back to Guam? I could go back right now to Guam. Yeah, don't have no place to where I was staying at when I was in Guam. I stayed at Josie's cousin's house, and now they are in the States now. I think they sold out and went to San Diego. Raymond, how you doing? I think I made a video was better. What's up, mofos? Yeah. Sometime mofos. But yeah, Jimmy, Guam is a nice place. 3 hours out of the Philippines. Guam is kind of expensive though. Don't wait. He was asking. Not what was he asking then? Hey Kevin, after you got hit in the head with a bolo, how long did it take for you to get back to Guam. I don't know. Oh, Satai 7. Time to pop another beer. What time is it? Pop another beer. What time is it? 12. It's around 2 o'clock, it looks like, in the Philippines. Must maybe no. Is it 1:30, 2:30? It's not beer. Yeah. Looks like nobody's having a show right now. Nobody's not doing anything, so I just figured I'd come on. I tried to get a hold of Richard, but I'm not sure what he's out doing. So yeah, maybe he's out. Maybe he's out doing something. He's kind of hard person to settle down.
What's up?
Hey, bud. I sent you a link earlier, but I thought maybe you wasn't home.
Oh, really? I didn't know you're having a show. Yeah, I got to pick up my wife and take her at Toastmasters at 3. So, yeah, okay. I'll start up my computer. I didn't know what you were doing. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. All right, buddy.
All right, man.
Okay.
Well, I got a hold of him. John Doe. Yeah, John Doe. Bama got mad because you were talking smack about him. So he thinks it's not good for me to put you on my show because he's angry with you because you're not nice. All right, just a moment. Trying to hunt you down. There we go. All right, Dan. Daniel. There. Okay, Dan. Yeah, people are still getting snow, it looks like, or recuperating from the snow. A friend of mine just texted me just now. We got... Oh, she's saying she got slammed now. I don't know, meaning now last night or now right now they got slammed by snow. Yeah. Yeah, we just got it last night. Yeah. A lot of people, a lot of farmers around here, they already tilled their land, the properties. So I think they just tilled it. Yeah, I think it might be a little bit too early to dropping seed down, but yeah. It's, this kind of weather, boy. But the ground didn't freeze or nothing. We just got a mild dusting. But some people got it pretty bad last night. So maybe, it's just hard. Rayman, what are you doing? Are you talking bad? Oh. And somebody said the Popeye got a strike. What did Popeye get a strike for? Now, did he get a strike on his channel or on Riff Raff Radio channel? Oh, yeah. Who gave me a timeout yesterday? I thought it was Seth that gave me a timeout. And then somebody told me it was Bobo or somebody. Boy, that better not happen too many more times. I'll tell you that part. Yeah, Popeye got a strike on his channel. Yeah. Maybe that's why they all talk smack on other people's channels and then they can't get a strike. I don't know. White American expat. I changed my name back to another expat. Expat is a term for Western white people into BK, Burger King. I like Burger King. Oh, shit. I like Wendy's better, though. Oh, heck. What, you guys trying to figure out what BK means? I thought it meant Big Kevin. Oh, shit. Don't know what happened to Richard. I'm not sure if he was out fixing lunch, or maybe he had to turn on his computer. Better send him an. Oh, my friend, she said we got 3 inches yesterday. Now we do not get 8 to 10 inches. Oh, yeah. Lost Nomad. Okay, let me try this one. There we go. I sent Dale, I sent him a link also, because everybody's asking for a link. There we go. I'll send Richard one more time. My crazy phone's just going off the hook. I just muted it. I mean, and then last night, my daughter Pearl, she just graduated from like kindergarten. Now she'll go to first grade this coming this new school year, because I think school is just now getting out here over in the Philippines. So that's everybody's getting ready for the summer. Here in the States, we still got it a little bit more left over. Hey, Richard. Hey, Lost Nomad.
What's up? Can you hear me?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, Nomad. What's up?
Hey. Yeah, we can hear you.
So how's your snowfall down there in Kentucky?
Well, a lot of it melted already because it's warming up pretty fast right now. But a friend of mine, I guess over in Virginia, someplace, I guess she's still getting snow quite a bit,
Mm,
around 3 inches of snow already.
yeah.
And
Well, I
you
hope
guys never get any snow?
it's not snowing here. I think it is down near New York City a little bit, but it's probably gonna melt. But I probably out on the coastal regions, again on Boston and up near Maine and stuff. I seen a little bit on New Jersey on the Weather Channel. It was getting pretty bad.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, yesterday was like the first day of springtime, but boy, kind of depressing, you know.
Oh shit. Yeah, 4 nor'easters in a couple of weeks is pretty crazy, right?
Oh well, yeah, like I said, everybody's trying to get ready for spring, and a lot of the farmers around here already broke ground. So it is a little bit crazy still.
What's up, Raymond? Raymond.
Raymond. There we go.
John
Yeah.
Doe is in the house. And what in the hell is that?
If it's coming at you, shoot it. Yeah, I slept pretty good last night. If everybody's getting off of school over in the Philippines, so that's pretty nice. My daughters, she got a bicycle now. Pearl, she don't need a training wheels, but it's kind of a hilly area where they live. But up on top of the mountain, it's not a mountain, it's just like a giant hill, that they live on.
Mm-hmm.
And it's mostly just sugar cane and mangoes that they have. And then down below is their rice fields.
What about the jackfruit? Do you like that? Do you grow it there, Kevin?
Oh yeah. We got jackfruit, we got macadamia nuts,
Uh-huh.
what do you call it? Star apples.
How about durian? You like durian?
No.
It stinks like shit.
No, that I think that's only in Mindanao area, from what I understand.
My wife
But
loves
yeah,
stuff. She says it makes her horny.
jackfruit's pretty nice.
My wife says that durian makes her horny. Like she needs it. She don't need it.
Huh. Is your daughter taking any? Well, no, but some people suggested for like my oldest daughter, to take like drama class or acting class, like in school and stuff.
Hey, Richard, can you hear me?
Yeah, who's this?
Hey.
I don't.
Yeah. Wait.
Who's that, Kev?
Guy told me, I don't know who he was, but he sent me a message. He said he used to support Bama. He says the thing that irritates him is he's smoking around a baby.
Yeah, I seen that. I think the other day he was putting together a like a wire cabinet or something, but
Holy shit.
So like his girlfriend has a baby, right? And now they're gonna have another baby. I mean, Bama is saying that his girlfriend's gonna have a baby again.
This is how we roll. You know how the black guy said, "This is how we roll." Right. Filipinos, this is how we roll. And it's a picture of Lumpia. And it says it's got Lumpia on it.
Sounds like a playback of a former show or something like that.
Yeah, you might want to mute him until he gets that corrected.
Who is this guy?
Hey, who, Daniel?
Mongo's calling me an old faggot. Like he's a toothless spring chicken.
Hey, Richard, just mute him. Thank you have a wrench.
Which guy? Who is it?
Weekend got engaged to some old woman.
Daniel, somebody, I don't know who it is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Need to look in the mirror.
Hey, Daniel, can you hear me?
Huh? Well, that goes
Hi.
very nice, huh?
There you go. He got on the show to listen to another show, huh?
That's odd, isn't it? I muted him until he gets it straightened out.
What kind of loser chat?
What's wrong?
I mean, besides the fairy. I mean, it's like a real.
Hey, Daniel, we can hear you playing another channel.
He must.
It's like you're playing two. You're listening to us, and you're listening to another show.
He's listening to an old channel. Like our last broadcast. Daniel is.
Yeah.
And it's coming through. Yeah.
Well, just mute them.
Sometimes people can surprise even.
Hey, Dan, are you there?
You went back to Belgium. Are you still?
Huh?
I have the guy muted yet. It's coming through. How is that?
No, I unmuted him.
Everybody, I'm here.
Okay, yeah, it sounds like you were listening to another show because we could hear the other show, but we couldn't hear you talking.
Well, I'm running my laptop.
It's cold in New York City today, John. It's a little cold.
And I don't know, maybe you get an echo off of that.
You've got something else playing on another window. You've got something else playing on another window. And
got like
through.
The last show playing
on anything. It's 57 here. But
okay.
That's Sunday show or
Is
something.
that better?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought
So how you doing?
I thought I muted it, but I guess I didn't.
Okay, that's cool.
I didn't hear anybody talking in the background, but I guess it worked out for the good. I figured it out somehow.
Okay.
Go.
So I'm headed to the Philippines in about 3 months.
Oh, so within 90 days you're going to be going back, huh?
I'm
going to
go
to the Philippines
too.
Well, that'd be nice.
Yeah, I'm going to spend a fortune while I'm there.
Are you going to buy a house, or how are you going to spend a fortune?
I bought my wife a washing machine back a decade ago, and now she says it needs to be replaced.
Well, yeah, things don't last very long.
I had a heart attack. She had to sell most of her goods because I couldn't send her money when I had my chest cracked open. So I need.
Would you have bypass?
Yeah, quadruple.
How was that? I bet you that hurts to get your bone, your ribs.
I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
Yeah. My sister-in-law's
father. So in other words, that's pretty bad, huh?
Yep. You got that. It is bad.
Mm.
They were going to do an angiogram on me, and I signed all the paperwork for them to shove that thing up my wrist into my heart. But when I woke up, they had already cracked me open.
And you were sore as hell, right?
Oh, I couldn't move for over a month. I was in a hospital.
Probably every breath you took was painful, huh?
Yeah, I was in the hospital 10 days, and I was in a nursing home for at least 25.
How much did surgery cost? Did you get like a bill in the mail from your insurance company?
I was on unemployment, so the surgery was generally free.
Uh-huh. You know how even if you have insurance, they'll send you the bill and they'll give you a breakdown of everything. And yeah, I had brain aneurysm surgery 20 years ago, and it was like unbelievable expensive, man. Friggin', I couldn't believe it. Yeah. I was in the hospital for like a month, had 3 surgeries. Crazy stuff, man.
I'll just have to get a, what do they call that, a bankruptcy.
Well, I hope not. Maybe you can do you have a lot of debt? Maybe you can tell your creditors or whatever that what your condition is or something, and they'll work with you.
All medical debt.
Oh, medical debt? Yeah.
Yeah. And then if I go to Alaska, I've got free medical, so.
Were you in the military or no?
Nope.
Me neither. Yeah.
Old man talked me out of it before I went. I wanted to go back in high school.
Well, that was a while ago, huh?
Yep. So I got to buy all the stuff for a house, and then we'll move it into the house when we buy the house. That's probably 2020, 2019.
How long you been married?
Well, I've been with my wife 10 years before I got married.
Oh.
And I've only been married 2 years now.
Okay.
I only bought her a washing machine, one of those spin dryers, a refrigerator, and a bed in all that time.
You know what I find funny? My wife's cousin, they live in Cebu City, but it's like she leaves her washing machine outside the house. I don't understand that because it rains.
Is it outside the house, but it's covered by like a lane, by the roof?
Yeah, it is, but still, it storms pretty hard and rains and everything. How can that be good for something that you plug in that has electric motors and stuff like that in it?
It's all enclosed plastic.
Yeah, but I think a lot of those wash machines was already had that in mind when they made them.
Really?
Again, because those wash machines is made for the Orient.
Okay.
And a lot of people washing their clothes outside.
All right.
I want my kitchen and my laundry area outside.
Yeah, you got a dirty kitchen.
That's what dirty kitchen and laundry center.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see that in a lot of developing nations.
Raining, then you can just cook indoors.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to buy one of those heaters that do it magnetically. What do they call it? Induction. That's what they call it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, the stove.
I hear like an on electricity. I don't know.
Yeah, Nene and Joey said all the electrical components are watertight and protected. Yeah, they probably spray them with like what they call a conformal coating, because I am like a retired engineer. I used to design guitar amplifiers, and I used to always spray the circuit boards and my amplifiers with that protective coating, even though it didn't need it. I did it, in case somebody spilled a beer inside the amp. As musicians can, they set beers on top. So it's probably makes sense.
But a lot of musicians play outdoors, so don't they try to like weatherproof that stuff?
Not really. No, not really. It's not common in the industry.
Huh?
No. Mm-mm.
Because I just figured they have a lot of venues that they play outside.
They're not intended to be played in the rain.
I think they use canopies on
Yes.
those things.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. Because I know, like in the Philippines, we got those giant speakers that they build,
Mm-hmm.
and then they rent them out to like weddings, funerals, birthday parties, any kind. I mean, fiestas. So everything that's going on, they play it outdoors, even in the rain and stuff, because the rain could happen anytime.
Yes, Nene and Joe, you're correct. Dust and heat is absolutely, particularly with semiconductors. You get thermal runaway. The dust on top of the semiconductors causes retention of heat, and then you get thermal runaway in the junctions of the semiconductors, causing failure. You're absolutely correct.
Yeah, some of those could jump, huh, Rich? Like with the dust, it will connect.
Well, no, the dust causes the heat buildup inside the semiconductor, inside the part itself, because it has it causes a buildup of heat, and they're only designed, they're rated for a certain thermal condition, and then it causes runaway of the what they call thermal runaway inside the semiconductor junctions, which burns up the product. Yeah, he's absolutely. Yeah,
but does some of those big stuff have fans to cool them down?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But fans pull a lot of dust and stuff in. Yeah.
But with computers in the Philippines, you need a lot of fans.
Yeah, Joey says he's a professional engineer and a musician himself. Yeah. Yep.
I put 3 on top and 2 on the side, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I had my internet cafe and I had my desktops were up, I would just take off the side of the computer and let it cool that way, just because it was hot. Well, we had air conditioning and we had ceiling fans, but it was still pretty hot, just because of we had around, I got 50 computers, and all of them is generating heat. So it did get pretty toasty, even though we had a pretty good size air conditioner.
You could buy one of those small fans that you like put on your desk and blow into the computer. That would be a good idea.
Yeah. I had around 8 of those adjustable ceiling fans. That I'm not talking about the propeller fan. It's like a circular fan that would you could let it free turn, or you could just turn it and let it stay in one area, a fixed area. But yeah, having an internet cafe, I didn't know nothing about it, but I just speculated that it would be good to do this, it would be good to get that. And I didn't do no homework, because we don't have internet cafes to say in the US. And when I first went to Hong Kong and the Philippines the first time, I went into an internet cafe and I go, oh, this looks like it'd be a pretty easy business to make. It was, but it's a high maintenance place. When I first went to Hong Kong and the Philippines the first time, I went into an internet cafe and I go, oh. Am I having an echo someplace? This looks like it'd be a pretty Hong Kong. Richard?
Yeah.
Am I having an echo?
I thought I heard a little bit. I was trying to answer some of the questions. I got to pay attention pretty hard to the guys. Yeah, guy's a smart guy, Nene and Joe. Yeah.
Are you answering on your laptop or on your cell phone or where?
No, I was typing. Yeah, yeah. They were asking about. Jimmy Dirty was asking about if computers, laptops, should be cleaned. They really should be. If it's a good one, if it's a throwaway cheap piece of junk you don't care, and you want to, you should probably take it. I don't know. It depends on how handy you are. Some are easy to take apart. Sometimes, people are not too cautious, and there's a lot of static if you live in a dry climate.
Yeah.
You can damage the
static electricity.
The CMOS. Yeah. Where does Dan? John Doe wants to know, where is your wife live? I think she lives in Manila, right, Dan?
Angela City.
Angela City? Yeah.
That's where I'm going to end up living because she loves that area.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever see Seth up there? Or you know Seth?
No, I've never met Seth.
Well, if you see him, kick him in the nuts for me.
What for? He's a good guy.
Tell him it's from Big Kevin.
I can't do that, Kev. I'm weak and old and tired. He'd wipe me out.
Well, yeah, but he is too. He's kind of weak, tight. He looks. I mean, it'll only take one kick in the nuts. He'll be down for a while.
I think Angela's, correct me if I'm wrong, but is it Angela's near the old Air Force Base there?
Yes, near Clark. That's where I fly to when I go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you could
Korean airline.
You could hit the Air Force Base. There's a gate separating. I mean, there's a giant chain link fence separating the base and the town.
Well, there was once anyway.
Oh well, there was one, like when I was there. I don't know about now. I mean, it's been a while.
Been 2 years
since I went to Clark.
How long has the American Air Force been out of the Philippines now?
I think they left in the 70s.
Back in the 70s, huh?
I think so. That's when we gave all our bases to the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
I think it saved us quite a bit of money, but we sure messed up there. They dumped gallons and gallons and gallons of jet fuel.
Oh.
Polluted the groundwater.
Jeez.
Babies were being born all messed up. And we never paid any recompense for that.
Huh.
Anyway, I think the Air Force left Clark after the volcano eruption, I think. So that was like
91.
89 or something like that. I forget exactly when.
Ray said 91.
Well, he probably knows more than I do. I haven't been there in a long time, but I thought we left in the 70s.
I remember seeing that on the news. I was working for my dad, and that was nasty. It was raining. What do you call it? The volcanic ash from the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was nasty.
Well, I think back in the 70s, that was the Vietnam era still, and I think Clark was being an active Air Force base for the U.S. and Subic Bay was still active.
No, but we
during that time.
72, Vietnam. We abandoned Vietnam in 72.
Yeah, Ed was there. John Doe, I don't know, Dan, if you can see the chat, is asking why you don't live with your wife there. Maybe you want to make a lot of money in the U.S., right?
I'm a poor man. I can barely afford to see her every 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
We just got married 2 years ago, and then my dad died this December, and so I'm gonna take my inheritance and move into the Philippines.
Good.
Good for you, buddy. Yeah, I remember you telling me about your dad, and now you got everything all settled away. So now you told me that you're all ready to pack up and go over there.
Yeah, well, I'm leaving in June, and I'll be back in September, and I'm going to take about $5,000 or $10,000 with me because wife needs all this stuff, you know. I bought her a 32-inch TV last year, but she needs something bigger than a little tiny refrigerator and a 10-year-old washing machine with a
Right.
5-year-old spin dryer.
That's your wife there in the picture with you. She looks cute. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah, John Doe, he knows about spinning. That's what he tells me.
So I figure each appliance is going to run me about $400.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think, yeah, if you buy American, but if you buy Toshiba or Samsung or one of these other Oriental brands, I think it would be a lot cheaper.
Yeah, but I
Maybe
want like a nine cubic foot refrigerator, and I want a top load automatic washing machine. I want to buy shit that's going to fit in my new house really nice.
Yeah, but isn't that kind of like a little bit overkill? Because if you just gonna, I mean, does she have a lot of family members that's gonna be living there with her?
No, probably just a daughter and a son. I'll have to build them something outside the house because I want to build a small building on a 300 cubic meter lot.
Yeah, like a Nipa hut rest area.
Better than a Nipa hut, you know, but nothing. You know, nothing where the kids are living with me. They can go out and make their own babies and build their own little section.
Yeah, good luck with that when you leave. It's just I'm not talking about you, but I'm talking about people in general. You know, when the husband leaves or when the boyfriend leaves, and you know, a lot of things change, like the father wants to move in or the mother wants to move in or the grandparents.
I made sure my wife was set up so that I was in charge.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why you try to move far away from the parents or the family members as possible for you can keep that being in charge. But when you got a whole bunch of people clustered together, then you kind of like you don't really have too much authority. I'm talking about people in general.
Yeah, from what I don't know what the thing is with this leasing the land from your wife. Does anyone try that?
Leasing land from the family, but I heard of that before, not from the wife.
Cubic meters of land in my wife's name, and then I want to have her sign the paperwork that I can build a house and it's my house. I can possess the house for 50 years. So if she wants to kick me out, she can't do it, you know?
Well, I think you can own the house, but not the land.
Yeah, but I've heard all kinds of horror stories where Americans move out and then come back in and the wife's taken over and they won't let them back in and you've got no legal recourse.
Yeah, and that's a horror story, I believe. That's not a fairy tale story that everybody lives happily ever after.
It does happen.
Yeah, yeah. And I was gonna say earlier, if you buy something, it's not yours. I mean, like a boat, a car, a truck, because it's something. If stuff went sour, I mean, you can't take it with you. I mean, what are you gonna do? Put the car on a ferry and take it away? I mean, like,
Well, if you
it's
bought
kind of
a big
like,
box truck, you could live in the box truck like an RV.
yeah, yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Daniel.
You could, but it'd be pretty hot. You would have to convert it pretty fast.
Hey, let me ask a question. I'm kind of curious. Did you get married with the intention of not being able to be there? I'm kind of curious why you not able to travel to the Philippines after getting married.
I gotta get some coffee, man. I gotta leave.
Oh, I want to live in the Philippines. I've just heard horror stories about taking a trip to Vietnam and coming back, and the wife says you can't live there anymore. So I was just thinking, if you got a contract with her and you were able to lease the land for 50 years, you could kick her out.
Well, no, you could only lease the land. I don't know. I've heard different stories. I'm not no legal expert, but I've heard stories of also of people like leasing out the like a home or some type of business on land, and still, the Philippines still awarded, to the local over, a foreigner. So either way, you'd have to be super careful with that.
You'll have to talk to a real estate lawyer.
Yeah, at least do a lot of homework, legal wise.
I definitely plan on it.
Just for you don't get screwed, because again, it looks like everything is like a win-win situation for the person where you are presiding from.
Well, I think the thing is, I'm going to be in Angeles City, and they've been dealing with Americans for a long time there.
Yeah, almost 100 years now.
So there's laws on them.
I kind of sense a red flag here. It seems like maybe you're kind of worried that your wife might kind of screw you over. Is that something?
No, I'm thinking that if she doesn't want to be my wife, I can kick her off.
Well, that definitely will not happen.
Hey, woman, we're divorced. Get the fuck off my land.
Well,
I ain't going to live for 25 years, but...
Well, because the older we get, we have a shorter life expectancy,
That's what I'm saying.
You better go with a condo over getting some land. That way, the condo can actually be yours. But if you're on land, I think you're going to be screwed.
Yeah, but if the wife is good to you and you're good to her, the condo is only good for 50 years, and then it goes back to the landlords. And then she has nothing. So I buy the house expecting her to have the house when I'm gone.
But does your wife already have land to begin with?
Nope.
Oh.
I'm going to start with 300 square meters somewhere.
I would probably just recommend you until you get a good, get your feet on the ground real well until you need to just rent something, dude. That would be my advice.
Well, I'm going to rent something when I get to the Philippines, but I'm only going to be there 3 months, and then I'll come back after I get my full inheritance, and then I'll be able to do something.
And how long will that be? Will that be months or another couple of more years?
It'll be 2019 sometime.
Well, okay, well, that's a year and a half.
Yeah, I'll be sitting pretty good. Not quite $250,000, but pretty close.
Now that's after taxes, after
There are
lawyers.
no taxes. There are no more taxes. The Republicans have made sure that nobody pays tax on inheritance if it's over 50 or $100 million.
Too bad I didn't inherit some money.
That's all that, what do you call it, death taxes they keep fixing, and it keeps going up higher and higher. Now you damn near need to be a Walmart family member to have to pay any taxes on the dead people.
Yeah, those Walmart Walton family are freaking rich people, boy.
Hell yeah.
You put all their wealth together, the whole family, they're probably the richest in the country.
Not only that, they're the top 6 out of 10 people, I think.
Mm-hmm. The old man died, right? Like about 10 years ago, the founder.
He had like 4 or 5 kids, something like that.
And a wife. The wife, I believe, is still alive, too. And yeah.
So, Daniel, I would recommend for you, and a lot of people might give you this recommendation too. I wouldn't buy anything at all until you actually are living there. I wouldn't go there for 3 months.
Oh, yeah, that's my plan. I'm going there just to take care of some business.
Okay.
Because my health is failing. I mean, I've already had a stroke back 10, 15 years ago, and then I had open heart surgery about 5 years ago. So my health isn't the greatest.
So you're maybe looking at let's say truthfully, maybe 10, 15 more years?
Yep.
Might as well get some good spinning in before you check out.
But so you want to make sure that your wife is set?
And in your car for so long. I've been poor all my life.
Yeah.
It's just my dad from the World War II group of people who made some decent money, and
yeah,
I got to inherit it. That was really nice.
Yeah.
More money than I'll ever see in my lifetime, anyway.
That World War II generation was amazing, man. They were hardworking people.
Well, with your money, I mean, I think you should just try to recoup it. And then when you go to the Philippines, just live large.
Well, I figure the land's going to cost about $1.5 million, and the house, I don't want to spend more than $1 million. So for $2.5 million, I'll have something I can leave my wife, and whatever
You're talking about 1 million pesos, right?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Whatever we don't spend before I die, she can have to hang on to whatever.
Yeah.
It seems to be the way to go for most expats anyway.
Yeah, when I went there, I just didn't do no homework, and I went there blind, and I wish I would have had a little bit more guidance, because I blew 4 million. I mean, I blew 2 million in a little bit over 4 years, and I don't got nothing to show for it.
Yeah, I don't have anything except my inheritance to look forward to.
Yeah.
But I'm getting close to 62, and then I can retire with basic social, They figure that's only about $700 a month.
Yeah. Yeah, if you take that early retirement.
Well, no, that's 62 is a minimum. requirement. Then they tell me unless you live to be 100, that's the most money you're going to get out of the government is if you collected the youngest age. If you wait till you're 70, you'll get less money over the long time.
Yeah. And what about you, Lost Nomad? When do you feel like you want to go over and leave all this behind and take off?
For me, it'll be about 10 years before I probably retire to Colombia. So that's I'll be about 55 when I do it. Before I got married, I was planning on doing it sooner, but I got married and had a kid. So.
But your wife is with you right now?
Yeah, correct. She is.
And do you have kids already?
I got one little girl.
Uh-huh.
And listening to Daniel, it's making me very thankful I saved up money and I've got my own retirement and everything going.
Yeah. But I mean, not all of us have a good nest egg. Some of us don't have a nest.
Well,
Yeah.
I started when I was young. I'm a firm believer you can put a little bit away, even if you're not making a lot and you're struggling. I believe you can put $5-10 away, on a weekly basis, no problem. And that adds up over a very long period of time.
Were you married before?
No, this was my only first time being married. I've been married 5 years now. So when I was single and, I used to, all the money was for me and I didn't have a whole lot of bills or anything. So I was able to, save up quite a bit.
Good.
Let's see, I had to get my coffee. I see, John, how many times has Dan been with his wife in the past 8 years? Did he answer that?
Well, I didn't see that one. I was busy typing out. One guy said that $350,000 is what he was going to pay for his house, and land in my area that we're looking at is going to be at least $1 million pesos just for the land.
So that's around 20,000 US.
Yeah, 20. I think it's 25,000 or 20. Maybe you're right. It's 20,000 times 50. Yeah, that's about $1 million.
Well, I'm just going off of what I had when I went, but that was around almost 20 years ago. But,
well, I know it's 50 pesos to the dollar, but my brain keeps thinking 45.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, keep it towards 50. It sounds better.
So Daniel, I thought you said you'd been married 2 years. You've been married 10 years?
I got married 10 years ago.
But they've been together for 10.
Oh, you've been together for 10
now. Yeah. In that time, I've seen her at least 30 days every other years.
Raymond says cyber sex.
Yeah, I saw that. Well, you do what you have to, and depending on your sex drive.
Yeah.
My biggest concern was I wanted to buy one of those tri-cabs, a private one.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if I can drive it with just my Washington State driver's license until I get a driver's license in the Philippines.
Seth does. I don't know why not.
I know
If the
he's
cop
talking.
asks you anything,
I believe your
tell him you know
I believe
Seth.
your American. I'm sorry. I believe your American license is only good for like 6 months to a year. Then after that, you have to get either a local one.
Yeah, but
or
you're only
get
going to
one of
be
those
there
international.
for 30 days, right?
I'm going to be there 90 days this trip.
Yeah.
Okay, then. So you got nothing to worry about.
Well, yeah, I'll still fit that 90 days, but in America, you got to have what's called a motorcycle endorsement. I don't know. Do they need that in the Philippines?
I don't even think half of them got a motorcycle license.
Well, they sure got a lot of checkpoints in Angeles City.
Yeah, so just keep 100 pesos, 200 pesos in your ID wallet, your license wallet.
More like 500 or 1,000, I think now. I can't go anywhere.
Well, yeah, but are you planning on driving a whole bunch, or are you gonna?
I plan on driving the tri-cab like it was a car. I want to get a sidecar that's got those seats that go front and back both ways.
Mm-hmm.
So you can haul like 4 Filipinos at a time.
Why?
Because
do you want to have that many people around you that all the time?
I got a wife and 2 kids, and plus me is 4.
How old are the kids?
24 and 19.
Well, is the 24-year-old, is that a male or female?
It's a boy.
Is that your kid? No?
No, I put him through college though. But like Americans, he doesn't want to do what he went to college for.
Well, did he graduate with papers?
Yeah, he graduated as a technician for air conditioning. But he can't seem to find a job in the Philippines. I told him, screw the Philippines. Go somewhere in the, Arabia and make $30 an hour or something.
Well, maybe
off OFWs or whatever they call them.
Yeah.
OW, something like that.
So really, the girl and the boy, they're kind of like living off of you.
Oh yeah, they've been doing that for close to 12 years now.
Yeah.
I put
so
him.
Why else would they want to get a job?
Just the way kids are today. You can't get rid of them.
Since he turned 18, I've convinced my wife not to give him a penny. Since he turned 18. He went into drugging for a little while, but now he's got a job driving, and sometimes he sells products.
Yeah. But I think I'm not in your case, but a lot of cases, Filipino women with other people's children, they're gonna like still baby them, and even though they're old, they because that's what they do. So it doesn't matter. Like
hey, Bobo, drugs.
They need money, clothes, food, booze, fiesta money.
Yeah. A lot of those countries that people work as an OFW, they're very expensive to live in too. I know that people send money home and stuff like that, but some of those Middle Eastern countries I've heard, I've never been there, are very expensive. You guys might know people that have had experience living there, but that's what I've heard.
Well, even America, OFWs barely make it.
Mm-hmm. Spin.
Construction starts out at about 15, and hell, I used to live under bridges and do construction work.
Mm-hmm.
course, I packed a lot of money in the bank while I was doing it. But
Yeah, I started working as soon as I could get working papers, man. Kids today, shit. You know, they're in college and they're not working.
yeah, I used to deliver papers at 12.
Yep.
Well, I'm not a very big fan about universities, but a trade school, I'm a kind of like a flag waver for a trade school.
It depends on a person's intellectual, you know, capacity.
But not everybody's built for university, mind-wise.
That's
you
true.
know. But with a trade school, at least you're gonna get a trade, and you can put forth. You know, I mean,
Absolutely. There's a lot of working class jobs in America that pay extraordinarily well. I knew a Mexican guy that was a busboy at a diner here in New York. He was making okay money, but he went to work for a garbage company, driving a garbage truck, and the guy makes fabulous money now. He's got a 401k.
An hour at least.
Yeah, incredible money. Yeah, now you know his family's doing well. It's dirty work. Nobody wants to do it.
yeah.
But somebody's got to do it, right?
Yeah, let me tell you what, man,
those kind of jobs.
There's a very high demand for skilled labor. I mean, I'm in the world of construction. I have a hard time finding good skilled guys. I mean, these young kids could start out making, you know, probably $10, $15 an hour easily. You know, that's better than some computer job some places.
Hell yeah.
And learn a skill at the same time.
Plus, it's good for you to be outside and working physically at a young age, you know, instead of being inside typing on a computer. Yeah. Well, I got about 15 minutes and I got to go pick up my wife. Does anybody have a Filipino wife that drives? Oh,
That's gonna be a tough question. I don't think so.
they can't see above the steering wheel, right? John Doe bought his girlfriend a Metro card. Takes the bus.
Yeah.
Have me on the show live now. Russ Bundo. Who I don't know him. Do you know him, Kev? Or?
Who's this?
I don't know. Somebody wants to be on the show live. I don't know how to link him to the show.
And where's this Russ Bundle from? I don't know what you're talking about.
He's talking in the chat to somebody. He said he wants to be on the show. Oh, that's good.
He said he wants to prove something. What does he need to prove?
Oh, I don't know who this guy is.
I've heard of the name before. I've seen him around. Oh, John Doe said it's Frankie. Russ Bundo is Frankie.
Huh.
And Ed says it's Ren. Russ is Ren. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of eerie about people that I don't know, because you just don't know what they're gonna try to do to your channel, your show.
Raymond said he wants.
If I know the.
He's not Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should watch him in the chat for 2 or 3 weeks.
John Doe wants to know who chauffeured my wife in the Philippines. My wife worked as a call center supervisor as one of her jobs, and her condo was very close to her work. Then she worked as an editor for Prentice Hall, and she had like a shuttle bus that would pick her up. She'd walk down the end of her street, pick her up, and drive her to work. Yeah, and bring her home. Yeah. Yep.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but see, when you're in the Philippines, it's kind of easy to get a ride. I mean,
yeah,
you just go outside and flag.
All my wife's friends that are Filipinos, they drive too, but they've been, I don't know, they're older girls mostly, most of them, you know. My wife's not that young either, but they're older than her.
You know, when I get there, I gotta buy my wife a class for driving.
Yeah, buses here too.
Since
know,
by then
buses-
I'll own one of those tri-cabs.
Our buses are a lot nicer than the Jeepneys there too. I mean, they might not have the fancy graphics on them, right? But they don't pollute like they do there.
Well, Joey, I wouldn't bring my wife to the U.S. When I'm in the Philippines, I'm a commodity. When she's in America, she's a commodity. And I'm a big old fat man. Why the hell would I want her around a bunch of horny American boys? Since
So
she's
Da-
20 years younger than me.
So Dan, since you had your bypass, are you on a diet or whatever now and doing a little bit of light exercise or?
I'm a diabetic, and that's been my biggest problem is losing weight with all the insulin.
Okay. Kev, I gotta go, man, because I gotta pick up my wife. So.
All right, Rich. I'll talk to you later, bud.
Yep. All right. We'll see you guys. Have fun. It's an enjoyable time talking, but
No, I don't eat candy, Bobo. It just happens that I love carbohydrates.
Yeah, well, you notice when you get the like you have before, your diet changes quite a
Yep.
bit.
And I lose a lot. I lose at least 30 pounds a month.
Yeah, exactly. So you're not gonna have to worry about Luke going on a diet. When you get there, you automatically. I don't know why Bob didn't lose so much weight. I thought Bob should have lost a lot of weight. I lost easily a lot of weight. So yeah, you can do it off a diet, off of perspiration, just off of light walking around.
I can always just get, hey, honey, I'm hungry.
Well, that's also nice. Bob never left. Yeah, Bob never left the house. Well, he did, but I think to smoke a cigarette. But you need to do a little bit more. Like I said, I lost a lot of weight. I enjoyed walking, and there's so many things to do where I was at. So yeah. Just let me. I thought. Intellectual black man on your show. Well, you got to go on my Facebook before I can let you on. You got to go to my Facebook, and I'll throw you a link on my Facebook. Was it on to see? Yeah. So Ross, go on my Facebook, and I don't know. I don't know if you're already a friend of mine on Facebook, but go there, and I'll see if you are, and I'll friend you, and I'll throw you a link to come on. Just go to shit.
Well, Joey says trust issues are trust issues. Some of us who've lived in America most of our life don't trust women, period.
Yeah.
And I don't think that changes when you move to the Philippines.
Well, usually if you don't trust women, you got no business about going to the Philippines. I mean, because that's why we're going there, for we can find a good woman and stuff. But if you don't trust women to begin with, why you interested in a woman?
Well, that's the only thing I could think of with trust issues is I don't trust American women. I'll tell you that.
Okay, well that's different then.
Well,
And
no,
I
it's not.
do
You should have
trust
the
my
you should
wife.
have the same mindset. Hang on. You should have your mindset should be the same no matter where you are. If you have trust issues, you're gonna have trust issues anywhere. That shouldn't change just because you're in a different country. I mean, you need to be careful. I mean, I hear a lot of guys that do this kind of stuff. Oh, it's just so different in the Philippines. Yes, different. That don't mean you can't be screwed over immediately when you get there. I mean, just keep your head together. That's what you got to. All guys need to hear. Keep your head together, or else you're going to get burned. So have it. Daniel. I mean, I don't know you very well, but just listen to you. Sounds like maybe you kind of are a little worried. I mean, I understand she's your wife, and I get it. I'm married. You want to be good to your wife and support her and all that kind of stuff. But it seems like you're kind of already worried a little bit. And one of the reasons I started getting on these shows is kind of give advice to guys and help them out. So I would say kind of be careful a little bit.
Well, I was very careful. I've been with my wife 12 years. I just married her 2 years ago. It took me 10 years to make the decision to marry her, and I put her through a lot of different tests over that decade. So I'm comfortable with my wife, but it took me a long time to get that way, including a heart attack where I couldn't give her any money for almost 3 months.
And did she complain during that time, or
Well,
how
she
did
just sold
things?
everything and found a place to live in. And then I saw her the next year after I'd gotten over my heart attack. She never complained once.
Well, that's good.
She just didn't know where I was and why I wasn't sending money to her anymore.
But you
could've
didn't
known
have a
I
chance
gave
to
up on
explain
her
to
and
her.
moved on.
So I'm guessing your wife don't work.
Nope, she's a house body.
I
Well,
see.
she does help little people, like goes over and does their laundry, or mostly takes care of other people, old people, like a daycare person.
Okay, so like a caregiver.
Yeah, caregiver. That's the word I was thinking of.
Okay.
They give her maybe 100 pesos a day, which don't pay crap. If you got 3 clients, you're getting 300 pesos a day, but I wouldn't work in the Philippines for less than 1,500 an hour.
Have you considered bringing your wife to the States at all? Have you thought about bringing your wife to the States?
Well, I already said that when I'm in the States, she's a commodity, but when I'm in the Philippines, I'm the commodity. And I like it that way. I like being on top.
So you're worried that some younger guy might swoop her up? Is that how you mean it?
Oh, hell yeah. She's 20 years younger than I am.
That don't matter. I'm 15 years older than my wife. I mean, I'm not worried about. She's here in the States. I ain't worried about some guy. If she's going to be that shallow and leave with somebody, then I wouldn't have married her.
Well, I have a Chinese friend, and he explained to me once. He says they don't last more than 10 years when you're together. So he'd go over to China, and he'd get a wife, and then he'd bring her over here, and in less than 10 years, she'd divorce him. So he'd go back over to China, and he'd get another one. And 10 years later, she'd divorce him again. So he's in his 90s now. He's on his 3rd wife.
So evidently he's not doing a good job.
Well, he was making good money. He owned a restaurant.
Yeah.
He was the cook, and he'd make his wife the waitress.
Yeah.
And they
But
went,
I mean,
go ahead.
But like, are you talking about in the Philippines? He has a restaurant, or here in the U.S. he has a restaurant?
In my hometown, yeah.
Okay.
I was one of his backup cooks. We got to like each other a lot.
Sure.
But he warned me about marrying a foreigner and bringing her to America.
Well, I don't know about that, but I was married for 17 years, but mine was different than mine gambled and mine smoked marijuana like cigarettes. So
That's odd.
Well, that was what
Yeah.
I was just bringing up with the whole mindset thing. You got to have the same mindset wherever you go. I mean, if your mindset is you have a foreign wife and you're worried about bringing her back because she'll cheat on you, what makes you think she won't cheat on you in her home country?
Well,
Yeah.
if she does, I can just dump her and find another.
Yeah, obviously, there's some different issues going on here. I'll just leave it be.
Yeah.
But yeah, just be careful. Don't try to live life to the fullest, but don't be paranoid about it, and just try your best. That's what you can mostly do. If you can do your best, try your best.
Well, if I was paranoid, Kev, I wouldn't be willing to buy my wife a piece of land in her own bungalow.
Yeah.
I just don't want anybody kicking me off of something I paid for.
Well, I know what you're talking about.
Unless I decide to leave myself, which I would without a wife.
Yeah, when I first went towards the first time when I went to the Philippines and I opened up my internet cafe, it kind of I had that kind of thinking, what if this, what if that, but once I said hell with it and I didn't start and I left that kind of thinking, then I felt a little bit more secure.
Well, I feel secure with my wife, but I know as a matter of fact optimist that people don't last together too well. I think it's mostly because most guys aren't monogamous.
Yeah, Ross, I can't I can't bring you on the show because you don't have a Facebook account and nothing, so I don't have no other way of bringing you on. I thought most people have a Facebook account.
Yeah, well, that cuts down on some of the trolls, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, let me try to bring you on this way. I'll try one more time and see what happens. I'll bring you on through okay, here through Google Hangout. Paste. Invite. No. Yeah, Ross, do you have a give me your email address. Give me your email address and I'll throw you a link that way. How does that sound? No, I'm not married.
Well, what'd you do? Did you get an annulment?
Oh no, hey, no, I'm sorry. When I was in the Philippines, I was never married.
Oh,
I had
or like
we. It was like a common law style wife. We've been together for over 7 years, so they looked at that as a common law wife. Um, the court system in the Philippines recognized as a common law. They also call it a living partner. So, but no, I was never married. I was married in Alaska. I was married for 17 years in Alaska, and that was failed. But we had a divorce when I was in the Philippines. She divorced me, and everything worked out from there.
an annulment, don't you? They don't have
No,
these.
no, see, I got a divorce. Okay, Big Kevin, what about when Popeye wanted to let you on the show, and you were in the chat? I don't understand. Hey, Kevin, what about when Popeye wouldn't let you? Oh, okay, on the show, and you were. Oh, yeah, the that last time Popeye blocked me on Riff Raff Radio, and then I called up. I text Aloe, and then Aloe unblocked me, and then they let me on the show.
So tell me about this divorce you got in the Philippines, Kev.
No. Yeah, I was married when I was in Alaska, and then my Alaska wife divorced me. But I was never married when I was in. I was never married when I was in
Okay.
the Philippines.
Okay, I understand now. Well, in the Philippines, if you get married, then since it don't allow divorce, and hell, that damn annulment for my wife cost me close to 100,000 pesos. I'm sure today, almost 10 years later, it would be now probably close to 200,000.
Yeah.
Move on.
I'm trying to get that Ross guy on the show, but he doesn't. He's not giving me his email address. So if he has the email, hopefully he does. Then I could let him on that way. So yeah, Ross, if you get an email, throw me the link. Give me the link here, and then I will open you up and put you on. But you can get a divorce or annulment when you're in the Philippines, but it will cost. It will cost quite a bit,
Yep.
and it's a little bit time consuming. And she can give you all the rights.
Yeah, that's my plan exactly, Kevin. Have her lease everything to me. The land,
Yeah,
the house I build, and then when I die, it's hers anyway.
yeah, but just have it notarized and everything by lawyer. Make it all legal. Don't do a handshake or a wink or a hug.
All
Just
gonna be
make sure it's all legalized just to cover yourself.
Oh yeah, that's the way to go. I hope it works. I've heard that the courts don't always agree with the the expats. So
Yeah, that's true. Also, well, well, if you buy them, I mean,
yeah.
you know, money talks, but you know, hopefully you don't want it to talk that loud. But again, just I would, if you could, I would go get a nice, like a beachfront place, not too close to the beach, just in case if you get a tidal wave. But
Yeah, my wife doesn't swim, so I mean I
Oh.
grew up with the water, but I'm more of a gardener than I am a swimmer anymore.
yeah, well, I like swimming. I'm gonna go swimming as soon as it warms up here. We got a lake down below. Lemon green shirt. Hey guys, all the big name guys are on Jay's show. Oh, that's cool. Let's all listen and go there. Well, if you want to go there, green shirt, don't let the door hit you. I mean, yeah. Hey, Ben, bend over. Yeah, definitely don't get bent over. You know, try to, you know, just be careful what you do and see what happens.
Drink your
I
Red
mean, it
Horse.
will work out.
Drink your Red Horse and not coconut wine.
Oh yeah, the tubac. Yeah, thing. You know, don't be in a big hurry to do things to get things done. Just kick back and enjoy.
Yeah, I fell into that trap my first year I came to the Philippines. Then people around the block would just say, "Hey, come on over and let's drink the coconut wine."
Yeah, yeah, but it's usually off of your dime. At least that's how it was with me. So be careful about when people invite you, because that means like you have a first couple of glasses, and then they're gonna say they ran out, and then you're gonna have to flip the bill.
Yeah.
It's not always that way. Believe me, it's not always that way, but it will feel like it.
I'm hoping all
Wait a
the
minute.
medication I have to take is available in the Philippines.
Yeah, I heard about that. I'm sorry, Dan. They were saying that Boracay was gonna get closed because they're having raw sewage problems going into the ocean and spilling out into drinking water, bathing water, everything else kind of water, and they're not having control over. They're having a big problem with that. So just like what Raymond just said, that the water is getting contaminated.
It sounds like they got some issues with that. Yeah, the infrastructure.
So it looks like a lot of the big business, businesses, you know, the big hotels there and everything, they are going to be hurting. It's going to be a ghost town if they don't get it fixed real fast.
Enough Filipinos should get somewhere if you hire enough. You know, 1,000 shovels will work as good as a bulldozer.
Yeah, that's true. but the bulldozer breaks down, so won't those shovels break down. Then they want more money.
One thing I've never figured out about the Philippines is why they don't believe in collective labor.
Yeah, explain about collective labor.
Well, that's that to me. That's the unions. So if you're
Okay.
having trouble with making enough money to live, you can unionize. Here in America, you can unionize and raise the wages or put the guy out of business.
Yeah, but you know about the corruption problems we've been having in the U.S. About the unions and stuff. So they're already having corruption problems in the Philippines. So can you imagine how much worse it will get if they went unionized?
But it's a good solution. I mean, what's that nowhere man guy? He's always trying to help the poor.
Yeah.
The best way to help the poor is make collective bargaining legal.
Mhm.
Yeah, Raymond, the union busting is the trend, but at some point, us here in America, we're going to get pissed to working for wages that can't even pay the rent. And then the unions will come back. At least that's my opinion.
Well, everybody has an opinion, so that's pretty cool. Nothing wrong about having your opinion.
I belonged to a union once, and it was a good damn thing. We got some good pay raises over time. You ever been a union guy, Kev?
No, but 2 months after I quit my job in Alaska at the mine, 2 months afterwards, they went union. So I'm kicking myself still because of that.
Yeah, it's good to get a better wage and some decent benefits.
Well, I had good wage there and I had good benefits, but I chose palm trees, banana trees, and coconut wine instead of over the good wages. So
How did you make money in the Philippines? Did you have a business?
I had an internet cafe. I had a billiard house and a barbecue pit, and I had a what do you call it? I had boarders that I had nursing female boarders at my place. So I rented out rooms, and then downstairs I had a big internet place, and then next door I had a three competition size pool tables, and I had a small, like a ladies pool table or a junior pool table. Same thing.
Did you have a harem too?
No, but well, I kind of did. That also got me in trouble too. And that lasted a little bit over four and a quarter years. And yeah. But if I would have waited and been more smart about being patient, and instead of letting my little head doing all the thinking and my big head just follow the little head, things would have been a lot better. But when you had like I said, I had a failed marriage, and I thought that running away and going to another place, that the grass would be greener where I'm going. And then after a while, I found that the grass is just as green where I came from.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The thing with me in Alaska would be I'd get free medical and free drugs and free dentistry, the whole works. But I'd have to live in a cold climate.
Yeah, the cost of living is pretty high. And I guess it's like living in Guam or Hawaii, because everything is shipped there. But the pay was good. Once you get old, yes, the cold has a lot to it affects your body quite a bit.
Yeah. If I wasn't married and I was going to go live in the Philippines, I would just move from apartment to apartment and pick up whatever I picked up, an old mama son or something to take care of me. And I'd take care
Well,
of
she don't have to be old. Just hopefully knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
It's nice to find a woman that knows how to cook, knows how to manage herself, and if she can manage you also.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when we get, would you classify yourself as high maintenance?
Well, I've taken care of myself most of my life. I'm not high maintenance.
I'm talking about like medical wise high maintenance.
Oh, maybe, but wife wise, I'm the high maintenance women, not low maintenance ones.
Yeah, so you get a medium maintenance. I mean,
yeah, but as Americans, we take care of the woman financially, and they're expected to take care of the rest.
Yeah, but again, there's a lot of good women there that are not gold diggers. Yeah, and I mean, there's really everywhere you go, there's a lot of good women, but if you're just compatible with the women, but it's just nice. That's why it's kind of good to go there and feel around and don't meet more than one woman. When I first went there, I met this girl on Yahoo, and she was a dishonest person. That's the one that ripped me off from my internet cafe. But there's a lot of good women out there, and if I would have been patient and just did a little bit more homework, I could have done a lot better. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There's a lot of things if you just imagine what if. That what if is good and what if is also bad. But what if I would have been patient and I wasn't thinking about getting some. I love women, and some people are like alcoholic, drugaholics, gambleholics. I am a little bit like a womanaholic.
I think most of us are.
And see, I was fat when I was in the U.S. at the mine. My job was easy job, and I made very good money. and my living conditions at the mine was all free, because the mine supplied everything for me, and they supplied a plane ride back to Anchorage, and then I would have 1 week off, and then I would get back on the plane and fly back to the mine for 2 weeks, and I would work around 12, 13 hours a day, and I just didn't know what I had, and then until I lost it all. But if I would have had patience and did better homework, I could have I would be in happy land right now compared to I'm living I get head problems. I'm overweight, yes. But yeah, if you are overweight and you go to the Philippines, you will, or hot climate, you will lose a lot of weight, and you still have the same body. I mean, mind wise, and the same thinking. You just have like a new body, and yeah, things go good when you look better, because you feel better, you look better, your attitude gets better. So, yeah. Yeah, but for people that want to go to the Philippines and they want to do a new life, do a little bit more homework, and investigate a little bit more. Don't just be happy with the first girl that you hook up with on the internet, or when you get off the plane and you see the first girl and then you get tied up with her. Try to like have multiple girls, like speed dating, and just get to know a whole bunch of girls. Don't just try to get tied down with the first one you get. Just try to find out who is compatible for you and what kind of needs she can she can do for you. Because it's nice if you have a beautiful girl, but she can't cook and take care of you, then it's kind of like,
Yeah.
one thing, sex is good, but it doesn't really, you know.
Well, here's the problem, Kev. I did that the first year I came to the Philippines. You get 21 days back then. I had a different girl every week. The first girl was an alcoholic. The second girl was not my type emotionally. And the third girl was too much like my ex-wife at the time, meaning she was fat. But they all took care of me for a week, and I decided on my wife. I had to wait 2 years, and I met my wife in that 2 years, and she sounded like the right. She was better looking than all the other three, and she turned out to be a better person.
Yeah.
So I through all thick and thin.
That's very good.
So it took me
That's very good.
3 or 4 years to figure out who I was going to keep. And that's the way I would do it if my wife decided we should get annulled. Except I wouldn't pay the money to get annulled. I'd just leave her and move on to the next girl.
Well, I don't know. If you got kids, that's not good. But if you don't got kids, and if she's not fulfilling her part.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I saw those 3 girls the first year. All 3 claimed they were pregnant.
Wow. Congrats.
Well, I think that's a common Filipino way to get a guy to marry him. Oh, you're
Yeah.
the father of the time.
All right. Yeah. Hey, Ross. You know, like I said, if you don't, like I said, if you give me your email address, I could bring you on the show that way. Or if you had a Facebook address, I could bring you on that way. But I could only do so much. But yeah, Jay has a good show. There's nothing wrong about going on his show. He's a good man. He's a friend of mine, so that's pretty cool. I mean,
So, what do you think of Chrome, Kevin?
Are you talking about the Chrome?
Google Chrome.
I don't know. I don't know much about if there's a difference because I've always used Google. But again, everything could be a little bit better.
I got a new computer, a laptop, and
Okay.
I had to reload Google Chrome, and now it comes back at me in Spanish. And every time I load it, and it comes back in Spanish. I had to load the Spanish version just to talk to you on Google Hangouts.
Huh.
So I
Do
don't
you
know
understand Spanish?
but it drives me crazy.
Okay, well, we'll try to go back because I think they got like a Google Chrome down because maybe they got go to settings and they might have an English where you can switch it.
Settings and mine says English. It just, I think they've got a bug in Google Chrome right now. And it just happened to be when I load it. I've unloaded it and loaded it at least 7 times. And I had to load it just to be on your show.
Okay. Well,
Spanish.
just Google that and say Google language and say Google Chrome language and see if you can get it working on like how you want it to work. Cause they might show you how to fix it on YouTube.
Yeah, well, I've had a hell of a time with this Google Chrome, but I'm glad I can read enough Spanish that I can be online with you guys.
Hey,
Well, that's
Daniel,
good.
you go up on Chrome, you go up to the top right corner, you click the, like the 3 little bar thing. You go to settings and you go to language.
The 3 dots.
Yeah, click the 3 dots, go to settings, click language, and click English.
Yeah, I've done that. But when I changed the settings to where you change from Spanish to English, I'm on English. It's already set on English, but it still comes back at me in Spanish. So I think they got hacked or something. Yeah, I'm not sure why they did it, but it sure pissed me off. I hate loading Google Chrome 7 times and still having the same problem.
I personally don't even like Google Chrome. You just get a different web browser. Excuse me. Get a different web browser. I use Firefox, Mozilla.
Yeah, I use it too, but
I never used Firefox.
It's a good program. But Google Hangouts don't work with Firefox.
Okay.
That's why I'm on Google right now.
No, it does work with it. You just have to add the little
Hangout?
It's not called app. What's the extension? You got to add the extension to the Firefox. You can use I use on my home computer. I use Hangout on my Firefox.
Because I'm trying to use that OBS on my I'm trying to use OBS on my green screen, but I can't invite nobody on as a guest.
Yeah, did you look into changing your green screen background yet?
Well, yeah, but I don't know how to invite anybody on. That's why I'm not using my green screen.
Gotcha.
But I want to find out how I can because I seen Jay, I seen him invite people on his show as a guest, and they were talking, but I don't know how he did it.
I seen Jay. I seen him.
So just another obstacle trying to hurdle.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm already going down in numbers, so I'm just gonna bail right now. I'm hanging at 10 viewers, so yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go out and
All right, Kevin.
go over to Jay's show and say hi. But it's already been 2 hours, so that's good.
All right, Kevin. Thanks, Kevin. I'll talk to you later. Good luck, Daniel.
All right, you guys. Thanks for coming on, and I'll talk to you guys later on. All right, you guys. Bye-bye.